Welcome, MHP Rhino Nation, to another episode. Let's get dive deep into MHP's baby.
Yeah. Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're peeling back the layers on something that, on the surface, sounds incredibly niche.
Mobile home parks.
Yep.
Exactly. The acquisition of mobile home parks. But don't let that fool you.
Mm-hmm.
What we're actually diving into are these, universal lessons. High-stakes negotiation, human psychology.
Sales strategy, really. Things you can apply pretty much anywhere.
Totally. Whether you're buying a company, negotiating a salary, or, trying to get your kids to eat broccoli.
Huh. Maybe even that.
We're talking about a specific, proven 10-step sales process designed for these complex, high-value deals.
And the goal is ambitious.
Extremely. Getting an offer executed the same day.
Yeah, think about that. The speed, the confidence needed.
The execution, it's got to be precise.
Indeed. So our mission for this deep dive is to unpack this meticulously crafted framework.
Okay.
We've looked at several specialized playbooks, strategy guides, to really understand how it works.
How it leverages psychology.
Right? How it builds trust so quickly. And how it addresses the unique needs of these owners. It really goes way beyond just the numbers.
It sounds like a masterclass in influence.
It kind of is.
So how do you achieve these super fast, high-stakes closures?
Well, that's what we're going to trace.
This detailed adaptive sales method, right? From the first hello
To the final handshake.
Yeah.
We'll highlight the specific commitments, the strategic moves.
Why it works.
Exactly. Get ready to understand a sales approach that's, fundamentally human-centric.
Yeah.
Even in a very transactional world.
Okay, let's unpack this. Let's imagine we're trying to acquire Whispering Pines.
Okay. Fictional park.
Yeah. And it's owned by Eleanor. Been in her family for, say, 40 years.
Right. Long time.
So this first phase of a playbook, it isn't about spreadsheets initially.
Yeah.
It's about making that initial connection, getting a real sense of Eleanor, the person.
Not just the park owner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Step 1, the warm-up and profile. The goal here seems simple, maybe deceptively so. Build rapport.
And qualify them. Understand their goals, personal and professional.
You're right. And it kicks off with this respectful, non-threatening question.
Designed to acknowledge their experience.
Yeah. Our team might say to Eleanor, based on how long you've owned Whispering Pines, you've probably seen it all.
Setting the stage.
I imagine it would take a stick of dynamite to get you to sell, right?
Okay, so what's fascinating there is the immediate validation.
Right.
It's not asking if she wants to sell. It acknowledges her deep experience. And it subtly probes her long-term plans. It's non-confrontational.
Just starts a conversation about her future vision.
Exactly. It shifts the dynamic.
Yeah.
It's not buyer versus seller right away.
It's more like mutual respect.
Yeah, tapping into that psychological principle of reciprocity.
Right.
You respect their history.
They're more likely to open up.
Precisely.
That's a pretty clever way to disarm someone right out of the gate. So you've made that initial connection. How do you shift gears?
To get down to business.
Yeah, without losing that trust you just built.
Okay, that brings us to step 2, the assessment.
Right.
The goal is straightforward. Gather all the necessary details about the park for analysis.
The nitty-gritty.
But the action is key here. It's a physical act.
Meaning?
The sales team actually collects the property details with the owner, using a spreadsheet, getting their input.
So it's not just talk. It's immediate, visible action. Shows professionalism.
It does, but there's a deeper strategic play.
Okay, what's that? Beyond just getting the data.
Well, what's often overlooked is this isn't just collecting data. It's a critical early test.
That test of what?
Of the owner's commitment, their transparency.
Right.
If Eleanor balks at sharing basic info,
Red flag.
big red flag, signals maybe they're not really serious about a quick process.
Ah, I see.
But for those who engage, who work with you on that spreadsheet.
They're invested.
Exactly. It creates this powerful sense of collaborative investment. They've put in time, their knowledge.
Makes them more receptive later.
Much more receptive to your eventual solution because they've helped co-create the foundation.
That makes perfect sense. Building that foundation of trust, collaboration. Okay, so you started that, gathered initial facts about Whispering Pines. What's next?
Now it gets really interesting, as you said.
Yeah.
It's all about understanding what truly concerns Eleanor.
Her pain points.
Right. And then positioning your acquisition as her ultimate solution.
Okay, so phase 2. Problem identification and solution framing.
Step 3 is pain points and urgency.
The goal. Shift her mindset.
Towards recognizing a need for a solution. You highlight problems the sales team can solve.
So you might point out areas of underperformance at Whispering Pines or management headaches.
Exactly. And then you ask Eleanor to articulate her biggest concern.
Like, which one concerns you the most? Is it the low occupancy rate?
The increasing headaches of tenant management? Or maybe the lack of time to enjoy retirement?
Getting her can name it herself.
Right. And connecting this to the bigger picture. This step is crucial for establishing that emotional resonance.
It's not just listing problems.
No, it leverages cognitive dissonance. Once Eleanor says her biggest frustration out loud, maybe it's the constant tenant calls wrecking her weekends.
Her mind wants a solution.
Exactly. It naturally seeks one. And your offer then becomes that satisfying resolution.
Yeah.
It minimizes her internal conflict.
So you're solving her headaches, personal and business, showing empathy before the pitch.
Precisely. And this
Yeah.
isn't just real estate, right? Think about a tech startup pitching VCs.
Okay.
They don't lead with the algorithm. They articulate the investor's pain. Frustrated by slow returns in Sector X.
Making their problem your problem to solve.
You got it.
That's a powerful reframing. Okay, pain points identified. But what if Eleanor's still wary? Who are these guys?
That's a crucial trust barrier, especially if you want a quick close.
So how do you overcome that?
That brings us to step 4. About our company.
The credentials pitch.
Sort of, but the goal is to eliminate those potential we need to research you stalls by building immediate trust, demonstrating expertise. And they do it by addressing potential trust issues head on.
How directly?
Very directly. Asking, do you have any questions about our team and how we work with other park owners?
Okay, standard enough.
But then, do you see any reason why you wouldn't feel comfortable partnering with us?
Whoa. Okay, that is bold, almost counterintuitive, asking for the negative.
Exactly.
Has that ever backfired? Or does asking, why wouldn't you feel comfortable, actually help?
It's bold, and that's why it's effective. It's like a preemptive strike against objections later.
How so?
By inviting a no or a concern early, you build a deeper yes later. Most people avoid conflict, right?
Sure.
So if Eleanor voices a concern now, it's usually genuine. And you can address it immediately.
And if she says no, I feel comfortable?
It solidifies her commitment. It makes her state it. Plus, it frames the team as confident, transparent, respectful.
Accelerates the trust building.
Massively. It's a strategy you see in high-pressure sales. Get concerns on the table early so they don't become deal breakers down the road.
Okay, got it. So trust established, pain points articulated. What's next?
Step 5, the strategy.
The strategy for Eleanor.
Essentially, yes. The aim is to get her to agree her life would be significantly easier without the burden of managing the park.
Framing the purchase as the solution again.
But for both business and deeply personal problems, they validate her past efforts.
Show respect for what she built.
Exactly. While presenting this clear path to health, sanity, and freedom.
So they might say, you've built something truly special here at Whispering Pines, done a great job.
Validation first.
A one-time decision to let a young professional group take over would be a wise long-term investment for your health, your ability to retire. Wouldn't you agree?
See that tag question, inviting agreement.
Yeah, and then adding, we'll beautify the park, improve tenants' quality of life, while you collect cash and avoid the headaches.
And this step really highlights that holistic approach we found in the sources.
Right, linking the sale to her well-being, her legacy, not just the money.
Exactly. It taps into, Maslow's hierarchy, moving beyond just financial security.
To self-actualization, freedom, relaxation.
Precisely. Selling a future state of mind, not just a property.
But what about playing devil's advocate here?
Go for it.
What if Eleanor is purely numbers-driven? Does this emotional appeal fall flat? Or worse, make her think you're not serious about the business side?
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
And for a purely analytical owner, the emphasis might need a slight tweak.
How so?
Maybe focus more on the efficiency and professionalism of the takeover, framing those as the path to reduce stress and a secure financial future. Connect the efficiency to the personal benefit.
But the underlying desire for less stress or a solid legacy is probably still there.
Almost always. Even the most numbers-driven person usually has a why behind those numbers. You just need to find the right angle.
Makes sense. Find the right entry point. Okay, following that.
Step 6, the business model.
Okay.
The goal here is specific. Secure Eleanor's agreement that the sales team's specific business model is the right choice for her park.
Not just a solution, but this solution.
Exactly. So they directly check for objections about the model itself.
How? Another direct question.
Yep. Do you have any questions about how our model works to create a win-win for everyone involved?
Okay.
And then, would you have any reservations about putting our system to work for you?
Another reservations question. Checking for no again.
Right. It forces a clear yes or no on the approach itself before you even get to the price.
Why is that timing important?
It prevents the "I need to think about your model" stall later if you get buy-in on the approach first.
You've removed a major hurdle.
Exactly. Fewer variables left to discuss when you finally make the offer. It's classic persuasive psychology: get small commitments early.
Makes the bigger commitment seem less daunting.
You got it.
Okay, so let's recap where we are. We've built trust, identified Eleanor's problems, presented a compelling solution for her personal and business needs.
Gotten buy-in on the general approach, the business model.
Right. Now this is where the rubber meets the road, right? Getting to that same day close. How do you transition from agreement in principle
To signing on the dotted line.
Yeah.
Okay, phase 3, closing and finalization. Step 7 is the pre-close.
Pre-close, meaning,
The goal is to get a conditional yes for a today close.
okay,
It frames the decision to sell as, well, inevitable, something she'll do eventually.
making it about when, not if.
Exactly. And presents an immediate, seamless, profitable path, they might say. As we've discussed, Eleanor, getting the value out of Whispering Pines, moving on, that's something you'll eventually do.
Setting it up as a future certainty.
If I could show you how to get the most for your park, maybe even get cash in your pocket sooner than you think, would you be open to getting this started right now?
Right now, conditional close? What if she hesitates?
Then they pivot slightly. Offer to work out the price immediately. As I've mentioned, we're ready to make a special offer right now. Let's just work this out, see what the price would be. Fair enough.
Making it low commitment just to see the number.
Right. The psychology here is fascinating. Turning the if of selling into a when, it overcomes inertia.
Makes the decision seem less like a huge leap.
Exactly. And the today aspect leverages urgency, scarcity, powerful motivators. It addresses hesitation by focusing on timing, the benefits of acting now.
Implies delaying just defers the good stuff. Health, sanity, freedom.
Right. And it subtly shifts the mental burden. It's not deciding to sell, it's deciding to get started today. Feels less permanent, easier to say yes to.
Very smart. Making the immediate step feel like the path of least resistance to what she already wants. Okay, so she's conditionally agreed to discuss an offer today. What's next?
Step 8, the price and seller financing.
Okay, now we talk numbers.
Yes, but strategically. Goal is to isolate her comfortable price range and payment structure.
Getting her to name her price or a range.
Usually negotiating to get her to state a comfortable upper bound. But here's the critical part. Framing seller financing.
Ah, right. How do they frame it?
Not as, we need you to finance, but as a superior passive investment for her.
Okay, tell me more.
They highlight the potential tax savings, the passive income stream, positioning it as a way for her money to keep working for her, but without the daily stress of management.
So shifting the perception entirely. It's not a burden on her, it's an advantage.
Exactly. A sophisticated financial move. She becomes a passive investor in her old park.
Providing income without the operational stress.
Precisely. It lets her anchor on a price she likes while offering compelling financial and lifestyle benefits for many long-term owners.
That sounds pretty appealing. Keep the income, lose the headaches.
Incredibly appealing. It addresses financial security and that desire for freedom we talked about. Low-stress investment speaks directly to her pain points.
Okay, so financial comfort addressed, compelling future painted. Now, the moment of truth.
Now comes the close. Step 9.
This is it.
This is it. Goal. Convert that affordability agreement, that conditional yes, into a firm today decision. Make it the first direct ask for the business.
How does that sound?
Very direct. Eleanor, we can get Whispering Pines done today for 6xxxxx, stating the final price clearly.
No ambiguity.
None. Then, the direct ask for commitment. A verbal, okay, a handshake. Are you ready to move forward and start your next chapter?
Wow. That's incredibly direct. After all that buildup, it seems almost simple.
It is direct, but it's only possible because the meticulous groundwork in those first 8 steps.
Right. The rapport, needs, objections handled.
Exactly. You've aligned on the solution. This is just the culmination. It needs to be direct, confident, show readiness to solve her problems now.
No wavering.
No wavering on price, no new conditions. Consistency, conviction are key in that final ask.
Okay. She says yes. Handshake. Deal done.
Almost. There's one crucial final step.
Yeah.
Step 10. reassurance, and paperwork.
Preventing buyer's remorse?
Exactly that. Goal. Finalize the sale, yes, but also prevent remorse and build confidence in the whole process.
How do they do that?
It's procedural, but important. Educate Eleanor on the entire closing process, outline the timeline, explain exactly what to expect after the handshake.
Managing expectations.
Right. A sale isn't truly complete until the owner feels good about their decision long term. This ensures Eleanor feels confident, reassures her the process will be smooth, professional.
Reinforces trust one last time.
Exactly. Emphasizes the relationship continues, maybe differently, but it continues. Vital for reputation, future referrals. It's the final touch on a truly holistic, human-centered process.
Wow. Okay. This entire playbook, it really is a masterclass. Understanding motivation, strategic
It
execution.
really is.
So for you listening, whether you're into real estate or just, persuasive communication, what are the big takeaways here?
Well, I think we've clearly seen a truly holistic approach to selling.
Yeah.
Consistently going beyond just the price, addressing personal well-being, health, sanity, freedom.
Those emotional benefits.
Right. The sources emphasize these often outweigh a simple price point in the owner's decision.
And underpinning it all, every single step.
Building rapport and trust, absolutely paramount.
From that first warm-up question
To directly asking about reservations, the final reassurance. Trust is meticulously woven throughout. It's the critical element. Mitigates distrust, speeds up the deal.
Absolutely. And we also saw the critical role of identifying and leveraging pain points.
Right. Getting the owner to articulate their biggest frustrations.
And then?
Positioning the acquisition as the comprehensive solution to those specific problems.
Yeah.
Business and personal. Creating that clear, desirable path forward for them.
And the structure, that was key too. The strategic use of specific commitments, those direct questions at each step.
Getting those micro agreements, moving them closer to yes.
Yeah. Plus, that clever framing of seller financing, turning it from a potential negative
into a superior passive investment. A sophisticated advantage offering tax savings, passive income, no operational stress. And ultimately, it all leads to that direct and confident closing, emphasizing readiness to solve their problems now.
followed by that crucial reassurance and transparency to make sure the owner feels good.
Exactly. This whole meticulous blueprint built on psychology, built on empathy. It explains how these deals can happen so fast, sometimes even same day.
So what's the practical implication here for your world, for you listening?
Well, understanding a strategy like this, it isn't just about mobile home parks, is it?
No, definitely not.
It's about recognizing the power of a structured, empathetic, and ultimately confident approach in any complex negotiation.
Like a job interview, maybe. Articulating the hiring manager's core problem, then presenting yourself as the solution.
Perfect example. Or even a family discussion, validating someone's feelings before you propose a path forward.
Yeah.
So this raises an important question for you to consider, maybe mull over.
Okay.
In any significant transaction or negotiation you might face, how much of the deal is really about the objective number?
And how much is about...
How much is about understanding, validating, and addressing those deep-seated, sometimes unspoken personal and emotional needs of the other party?
those hidden motivations.
Yeah, because often those are what truly drive the decisions.
Powerful stuff to think about.
Definitely.
Well, we hope this deep dive has given you some surprising insights, some valuable nuggets to carry into your own conversations and explorations.
Hope so.
Until next time, keep digging, keep learning, and stay well informed.